And welcome in, everybody. I'm James Bouligny for Cover1. This is our post-game show for Week 3. We are at a bunch of good games this weekend, and next week there's going to be some even better games. We had some upsets, some surprises, and some that you expected. Before we get into any of it, though, here's a quick word from our title sponsor, Whataburger.
Whataburger now has new premium coffee. That means a brand new taste with new flavors. And it's coming in hot and iced cold. New, hot, and iced coffee from Whataburger, just like you like it. For the first time ever, Whataburger has iced coffee. So hey, get vanilla iced coffee with breakfast, caramel iced coffee with a snack, and for dinner, how about mocha iced coffee? Or just get plain. Nothing wrong with a classic. New iced coffee from Whataburger, just like you like it.
All right. It's a one-man show tonight. It's just me, so bear with me. We're going to get started. Chadwick and I both went up to Sweetwater for the Wall Littlefield game, 1 o'clock yesterday, and it was a great one. But the Wall Hawks did pull off the victory. And before we get much further, let me bring up my score sheet here. All right. That was on the kickoff. That was a near recovery by Wall. But Littlefield kept the ball and they got it downfield, but incomplete. Here you go, Wall's first drive. York's going to find Lane Stansberry in the corner of the end zone for a touchdown. With 8:05 left in the first, Wall's up 7-0. Stansberry did leave the game there, though. And there's Chip Green down the field, the Zane champion for Littlefield, in for the score, 7-7. About 7:02 left in the first. That was a quick score by Littlefield. Wall comes right back down the field, though. One-handed grab by Reed Robertson in the end zone for a touchdown. Wall goes up 14-7 with 4:16 left in the first. About this time, Stansberry did leave. We did hear those X-rays were negative, though. They came back negative, so prayers go out to him. You go, Littlefield ran a really fast offense. They were to the line just about as fast as ever. There's Nickelwitz getting in there for the sack, taking him down. All right, here you go, next quarter. Wall has the ball here. And York is going to actually find number 5 for the Littlefield. That's Castaneda. Gets the interception. Next Wall drive, though. Thomas Llanos gets downfield, right up the gut, in for the score. Wall goes up again, another 7 points. And there's another run by Llanos, 68-yard run with 3:58 left in the first half. Field goal is good, 28-7. Here you go, this is the third quarter. Every time Briggs Jones gets this ball in his hands, he does something good with it. And I also called this too. Chadwick can vouch for me. I said he's going to return this one. And sure enough, he did. Punt return, 70-ish yards, 35-7 Wall. 5:27 left in the third quarter. And there's Chip Green getting upfield in for the score for Littlefield, 35-14, 2:23 left in the third. Here's York, 2. Who else but Briggs Jones? He's the fastest man alive, getting downfield, in for the touchdown, 42-14. Wall, Littlefield did score, so it was 42-21. But here is the next Wall drive, getting it to Evan Bowl. In for the score, 49-21, 7:49 left in the game. And then Littlefield fumbled. Wall took the ball. And here is York finding Kyler O'Neal. In for the score, 56-21, 5:05 left in the game. And here is the trophy presentation. We got old Slaughter walking up there, hoisting it over his team. Way to go, Wall. Great game by Wall. Just played outstanding all game. Happy for those kids out there. They actually get Canadian. Canadians survived, but they were up like 28-0 over Idalou at one point, and then Idalou came back, or 27-0. Idalou came back, and they were on the goal line, threw a pick on 4th down, and Canadian ended up winning that one 27-21. So we get a rematch from the last couple years. We get Wall, we get Canadian. They're in the 4th round, and let me tell you, this Canadian team is good. It's not the same team that it's been in the past, but this Canadian team, they have a great defense. I think they got like 50 sacks, or they had like 50 sacks when I checked their stats last, and like 20 interceptions. So Wall's gonna have to play almost just perfect in this one to advance. And also, just because Idalou came back against them, like, Wall can't take that, oh, we stomped Idalou. You can't think like that. You got to bring in, and Walls has this expectation, and Slaughter knows that, and those kids know it, and those coaching staff, and everybody at Wall knows that you're going to have to bring your A game, especially after getting, shown the door by Canadian these past few years. But, yeah, they're not the same team they've been, but Wall is going to have to play their best. So they get, there are a couple fumbles that Wall's had that I've been at a couple of games in the postseason here. And so you got to clean up the fumbles. You got to clean up the kicking game, because now every point counts. You're getting into these teams where 1 point's going to make a difference. So that extra point, that field goal, is going to be super important. I'm not sure about the status of Lane Stansbury. I know he was their kicker, but kid 33 stepped up. What was his name? What was 33's name? I have rosters right here. Tyler Kleinsmith. He made every one, so he might be the guy going forward for him. Again, they're going to have to clean that stuff up, but I do expect Wall to take care of business. So we're going to move on real quick. Before we do that, we have to hear from Great American Cookie. Show your Hawk pride with a custom cookie cake from Great American Cookie. Celebrate in style with a treat that's as sweet as victory. Find us next to Cinemark Tinseltown in the Sherwood Way Shopping Center at 4553 Sherwood Way. Great American Cookies, where every occasion is worth celebrating. All right, so there's Wall. And again, they're going to have to bring it. I know, let's not worry about the Gunter. Let's worry about Canadian. Canadian is... Yeah, they're still Canadian. You're still going to have to play them, and they do have a very, very good defense. They're up there in the Panhandle. This game's going to be in Lubbock. I think at the new Lubbock the new Lubbock Liberty facility there in Lubbock. So we'll have guys there at that one. All right, let me pull up the next game real fast. We had our guy Scott Menchaca go out to Garden City for Water Valley and Westbrook. Westbrook, of course, was involved in the highest scoring public UIL public school game between Robert Lee, and they came out on top. And Water Valley had to play a really, really good game. Let me pull up my... Yeah, Water Valley had to play a good game, but they also have a great coaching staff there with Trey Cisco on defense, who's been to the state, who led Sterling City State a few years ago. So we're going to get into some highlights here. Yeah, Water Valley, Westbrook, it was another really, really good one. Kind of started off as a little bit of a disaster for Water Valley. Here's Grayson Jeffrey getting upfield in for the touchdown, 8-0 Westbrook. Coming up, we're going to have Water Valley takes the ball, trying to find somebody, but fumbles it, and gets picked up in return by Chase Custer for a touchdown, 16-0 Westbrook. All of a sudden, you spotted the two scores, and you've got to start fighting. Here you go, about 6:41 left in the first quarter here. That's Boston Weiss getting upfield, in for the touchdown. Water Valley's on the board, 16-8. Again, about 6:40 left in the first. But Westbrook wasn't going to lay down, of course. There's Jeffrey again, getting in for the touchdown. 22-8, Westbrook, 3:48 left in the first quarter. Next Water Valley drive here. That's Landon Lacey. Taking the ball in for the score. Water Valley adds another one, 22-16. 2:13 left in the first quarter. Right. After a fumbled kickoff, Boston Weiss cuts back inside, gets upfield, cuts again, barrels through for a touchdown. 24-22, Water Valley with 59 seconds left in the first. All right, Westbrook has the ball here, and he's going to get outside, but fumble. Water Valley recovers it. Gets a decent way upfield, but does go down. And here's another Boston Weiss score. Look at that hook and ladder. Upfield. In for the touchdown. 32-22, Water Valley, 9:50 left in the second quarter. All right, Westbrook has the ball here. Grayson Jeffries going to continue to be a thorn in the Wildcats. Water Valley's side, they're both Wildcats. Gets in for the touchdown, 32-30. Water Valley's still up though. 9:35 left in the second quarter. Nice play for you. Water Valley getting in for the score. Water Valley has the ball here. That he's going to find number one for the touchdown. Water Valley's up 48-30 with 2:28 left in the second quarter. 48-30. Water Valley has to clamp down here on defense to get their lead.
On a frigid night, great game. Coach, what can you say about this game, about your players and your coaching staff?
These kids have fought all year long, and we came into this thing really unknowing, and not just tonight, but all year long. The coaches have done an absolutely wonderful job. The kids have got grit. They fought all year long. You know, we've been underdogs, and every single big game we have been in, we've been underdogs. We're like 28-point underdog tonight. You know, and then we get down quick, 2 scores. Our kids didn't flinch. You know, we've been there before. You know, we've been in big games and it's set up that way. I'm real proud of them. You know, Landon took control a couple times during the series, just pulled the ball down and just ran. You know, so real proud of them. Proud of our coaches, Coach Mims, Coach Cisco, did an absolutely outstanding job that they do every single week. You know, I think we got 2 of the best coordinators in the state.
Right. Well, your offense, of course, all year long has been great. But, Coach, the last 4 weeks, that defense, your defense, including tonight, so 5 weeks, outstanding.
Well, you know, I've been an 11-man coach for almost 30 years. So, and I'm a defensive guy. So we went into this thing knowing that we're going to play defense first. Coach Cisco and the other coaches have done a great job playing defense, and I think that's been the difference in all these games. You know, I'm not saying we stopped Westbrook, but we slowed them down more than anybody else has. No, and I'm proud of them. I'm proud of the kids. I'm proud of the coaching staff.
Okay, Coach. Once again, here in Garden City, Water Valley Wildcats beat two-time defending state champion Westbrook here, 70-38, dominating win. Good luck to you, Coach. Again, next week, semifinals, 6-man. You'll play Water Valley will play the winner of Whiteface and Border County.
That's correct.
Borden County. So good luck to you the rest of the way, Coach.
Thanks,
and have a great night.
Appreciate it.
Enjoy this. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, there you have it. Water Valley got a win over Westbrook, and you know, Westbrook's been to state the past couple of years, and Water Valley is right there on their heels now. I think they're into playing Whiteface next week. I think Whiteface won that game. But to move on real quick, since 1994, Angelo Bolt Industrial Supply has served the Concho Valley for 30 years and counting. Angelo Bolt is the go-to place for fasteners, power tools, air compressors, safety equipment, and everything in between. Chances are Angelo Bolt will always have what you need when you need it, and the odd chance they don't have exactly what you're looking for, they'll find it fast. No request is too big or too small for Angelo Bolt, located at 808 Warehouse Road, where customer service is their top priority. Thank you, Angelo Bolt, for bringing us all of our coverage of all things sports in the Concho Valley. All right. We're going to go up to the South Plains now. Our man Nick Thompson was at the Post Sunray game. I think Post has been playing just out of their minds with Ian Vergara back there at running back. He's been extremely good for them. And Sunray, of course, had Lujan, the quarterback, who's probably one of the best quarterbacks in the state at this point at any level, especially for 2A. He's a record breaker. He is a fantastic, fantastic player. But before we really get any further into it, let's just go to, let me pull up my cheat sheet real quick. All right. All right, here you go. Post has the ball here. Ian Vergara is going to get upfield, punch it in for a touchdown. And after was good. 10:38 left in the first. Post is up 7-0. Post draws blood early. All right, Post recovered a muffed onside, or muffed kickoff, and who else? Ian Vergara gets in again. 10:27 left in the first quarter. Sunray put themselves in the hole early. Post 13-0. 10:27 left in the first. Here you go. Here's Lujan. Get in there. Lobs a pass. Lob it to Kagan Davis. Got in for the score. 11:48 left in the second. Or excuse me, 7:06 left. That's Keegan Davis. Excuse me. So Lujan to Davis. 4 touchdown point after he's good. 11:48 left in the second. We're all tied up at 13-13. We got ourselves a game. Alright, this is a 4th down play. Lujan looking around. He's going to have to scramble around. And this was close. Almost picked, but Connor Hewitt gets the touchdown. Sunray is up with 7:19 left in the second. Sunray 19, Post 13. All right, Ian Vergara did have his 3rd touchdown with 30 seconds left in the second, so Post is up 20-19. Here we go. Lujan getting in. At this point, the score is 27-25 with 4:31 left in the third. Here we go. Here's Lujan again. He's going to find number 10. That's Dawson Bennett, who gets in for the touchdown.
Number 10, Dawson Bennett for a Sunray 5-yard touchdown.
2-point was no good. 1:23 left in the third. Sunray 31, Post 27. Here's Sunray. Lujan's going to throw it downfield, but it's going to be picked off by DeAndre Jefferson, who gets upfield a little ways and goes out of bounds. And I guess Post is going to ride him all the way to state because that's his 5th touchdown of the night. 7:43 left in the fourth. Post is up 34-31. They actually won it 34-31. All off of Ian Vergara. What a night from that guy, man. What a fantastic player. Post advances. I think Sunray was might have been kind of favored in that one. You know, Lujan's had himself a really great season. Or he had himself a really great season. You know, there's nothing you can really take away from him. But Post advances, and I'm not quite sure who they get next week. Let's see. Either way, Post is playing really good football, and they're hitting stride at the right time. And congratulations, Ian Vergara. It's 5 touchdowns on the night. That's a crazy number right there. But let's move on real fast. Let's hear a quick word from Jim Bass Ford.
$23,999 for a new SUV. The 2024 Ford Escape has auto stop start, a rear spoiler, blind spot sensor, and much, much more. It's all about a nice SUV at a super great price. And you can only get deals like this at Jim Bass Ford, Houston, Hardin Road, or shop 24/7 at bassbunts.com. Or you can use this QR code. Yep, the one on my hat.
All right, we're going to move on to our last game of the night. This was Wink and Ropes. They played in Big Spring. And again, this was one of those really good matchups. Ropes playing really good. Wink is playing really good. You haven't been able to cover them as much as I'd probably like, but they beat Stratford last week pretty well. And our man Ernesto is going to take it from here.
Little over 8 minutes now. It's 3rd and 7 for Wink. They go ahead and keep it on the ground. And it looks like he's close. Oh, but did he count it? He jumped in for a touchdown. And that's the first score of the game. After that rushing touchdown, Wink has it for the extra point. And it looks like they are going to go ahead and kick it. Holder is waiting for the snap. He snaps it. And it looks like the kick is good. 2nd and 12 for Ropes here in the second quarter. 26 seconds to go. Quarterback takes a shot, has a receiver, and he is still on his feet. And it looks like he is in for the touchdown with 14 seconds to go. So after that 72-yard touchdown, Ropes Eagles are lining up to kick the field goal. Holder is waiting for the snap with 14.2 seconds on the clock. Snap is down, kick is up, and it's good. And we are tied at 7 after that first down catch. He's down at the 1. Oh, it is a touchdown. After that touchdown catch, it's now going to be 13-7 here. Wink is up, trying to get the extra point. Holder's waiting on the snap. Play clock is running. Holder's actually now we actually have another player comes in. He checks in, and they're going to be allowed to substitute here. 3 seconds, and they do get the snap off. And it looks like the kick is good. It's now 1st and goal for Ropes. Eagles have it. Trying to get on the board here and answer. They were able to get a short field after the punt. Quarterback's under center. He's going to keep it and push in. Moves the pile. And it's a touchdown. Now pending the extra point. So after the touchdown score, Eagles are going to go ahead and line up for the field goal here. 13 seconds on the play clock. Trying to tie this game. Snap. Holder has it. Actually, he fakes it. And he is in for a 2-point conversion. And now the Ropes Eagles have the lead up 15-14. With 2:20 to go here in the 4th quarter, Ropes Eagles have 1st and goal at the 1-yard line after that big run. Looks like they're going to just push it inside. It's a sneak for a touchdown. And it's going to be 21-7 here in the 4th quarter. After pushing it in, it's 21-7. And we'll see, looks like the kick is, it's going to be taken, blocked by a Wink Wildcat. He's going down the sideline, so right now, it's a 7-point game. Ernesto Rodriguez here in Big Spring, where the Ropes Eagles defeated the Wink Wildcats 21-14, and they are receiving the golden football as they did defeat the Wildcats in this hard-fought game. It was tied at 7 after halftime, but as you can see, the Ropes Eagles were able to capitalize on the mistakes. The Wink Wildcats did have a 4th down attempt. It was 4th and 25 at the 6. It was the last second, just trying to make something happen with 1:23 to go. However, they just were not able to convert. They had some drop passes, but the Ropes Eagles were able to score. And they did take the lead. They went up 15-14 after they went for a 2-point conversion. They came out looking like they were going to kick the field goal, but the kicker, actually the holder, he carried it in, and they went up 15-14. And then after a turnover, an interception, Ropes was able to put it in. They went up 21-14, and now that's the final here in Big Spring. And Ropes, it'll be a nice drive home. It's been a hard-fought game for the Wildcats. Obviously, they played hard, But this is it, the end of the road for 2024, and Ropes is going on to the next round.
All right, you heard it from our man Ernesto. Ropes is moving on. Great season from Wink, though. But Ropes is playing really good football. You know, Ryan Chadwick has seen them play. He's seen post play. He says that they are the real deal up there in Lubbock, up in the South Plains now. But we are gonna get to some scores real quick. We have, I think I put in every score from all classifications, even a couple of TAPS schools. Yeah, we have every score from Texas coming up. Before we do, though, we do have to thank Texas Bank. For any banking you need, go to Texas Bank. Proven local and strong side customers refer to Texas Bank, one of the most successful banks in the Lone Star State. Texas Bank is a full-service bank with over $2 billion in assets, and they operate in 16 locations from El Paso to Dallas-Fort Worth, including 3 right here in San Angelo, located 2201 Sherwood Way, 1815 North Chadburn, and 4206 College Hills. Texas Bank staff are your friends, family, and neighbors. All right, we're going to get to some scores real fast for you. Then we might talk about some of the matchups that we have. Let me make sure this is all refreshed so we have the most up-to-date scores for you. What is that? Oh, all right. There you go. You have Willis over DeSoto, and they're in the second quarter, 17-0, Willis. Frisco Legacy Christian, Dallas Parish Episcopal at the half. It was 28-0. Episcopal looks like they might take that one. Atascocita over Fulshire, 47-42 final. Argyle Liberty Christian over Houston St. Thomas, 63-0. Jason Witten's Liberty Christian Warriors are back at state, and if Parish Episcopal wins tonight, that would be a rematch from earlier in the season where Liberty Christian won by, I think it was an 8-point difference there, but it could be a great rematch, which would have D1 athletes all across the field. Whiteface over Borden County, 82-36. Whiteface ended up playing Water Valley. San Antonio Southwest, Corpus Christi Flower Bluff, 35-28 over Southwest final. Cypress Bridgeland over Waxahachie, 24-19 final. Denton Ryan over Richland, 48-35. Richmond Randall over Brenham, 28-14 final. North Crowley over Coppell, 35-24. Longview over Klein Collins, 42-28. Denton Geyer over Crowley, 44-7. Duncanville over the Woodlands, 42-20 final. Honey Grove over Wascom, 54-29. Alvarado over Sulphur Springs, 42-39. Wimberley over Cuero, 69-28. Sealy over Gatesville, 56-21. Lexington over Poth, 50-27. Poth was kind of the favorites throughout the season here. They survived a close one over East Bernard last week, and now Lexington gets the better of them. Lexington moving on. Edna over Randolph, 42-28. Waco La Vega over Silsby, 49-21. Columbus over Yoakum, 56-42. Brock over Benbrook, 56-7. Kingwood over Strake Jesuit, 27-16. Marlin over Mason, 40-37. Final. Marlin moves on. Franklin over Hitchcock, 35-21. Corpus Christi Miller over Alamo Heights, 35-28. Angleton over College Station, 35-34. West Plains over Lampasas, 63-35. Ropes over Wink, 21-14. Shallowater over Vernon, 22-7. Argyle over Prosper Walnut Grove, 52-35. Highland Park over Frisco Reedy, 31-12. Post over Sunray, 34-31. Port Neches Grove over Texas High, 31-28. South Oak Cliff over Marshall, 35-7. Paradise over Jim Ned, 10-7. Great game there. Sinton over Lago Vista, 35-0. Bay City over Corpus Christi Calalin, 28-21. Stephenville over Canyon Randall, 47-40, or 47-7. Groover over Tahoka, 49-7. Jayton over Benjamin, 100-50. Benjamin season exit. Shiner over Granger, 43-23 final. Ganado over Refugio, 14-6. Woodville over DeKalb, 42-12. Humble Summer Creek over Katy Jordan, 54-20. Llano over Goliad, 30-29. Junction over Somerville, 32-0. Junction's going to get Shiner in the next round. I think they're playing at Heroes Stadium in San Antonio. Grapeland over Overton, 31-23. Oakwood over Airedale, 64-50. Frisco Lone Star over Midlothian, 39-35. Bunch of great games. Burney over Victoria West, 59-15. Water Valley over Westbrook, 70-38. Klondike over Follett, 56-6. Graham over Glen Rose, 38-27. Albany over Munster, 31-28. I think that might be backward. I think Munster won that one. Gordon over Jonesboro, 56-6. Allen over Euless Trinity, 22-21. Abbott over Akia, 58-8. Vandergrift over Cibolo Steel, 49-35. Oglesby over Richland Springs, 60-46. Axtell over Mildred, 35-13. LaPorte over A&M Consolidated, 35-17. Salina over Aubrey, 56-42. South Lake Carroll over Hebron, 42-37. Lavernia over Port Lavaca Calhoun, 24-21. Tyler Chapel Hill over Stafford, 28-3. Lovejoy over Anna, 52-49. Canadian over Idalou, 27-21. Stanford over Cisco, 55-7. Stanford's going to play post next. Kilgore over Navasota, 62-7. North Shore over Katy, 42-28. Hamilton over Cairns, 14-7. Malakoff over Jefferson, 31-21. Bremen over Mount Enterprise, 26-20. Liberty, Elau, and Winsboro. Elau gets the win, 56-49. Carthage over Pleasant Grove, 28-7. Gunter over Jacksboro, 44-14. Van over Sunnyvale, 42-38. Harlan over New Braunfels Canyon, 39-36. Dangerfield over Newton, 62-28. Joaquin over Shelbyville, 54-30. Tidehaven over Van Vleck, 42-20. Lake Travis over San Antonio East Central, 52-7. Austin Westlake over Buda Johnson, 52-14. Collinsville over Windthorst, 52-34. Aledo over Amarillo Tascosa, 62-7. Wall over Littlefield, 56-21. Holiday over Toller, 46-20. Holiday's going to get Gunter in the next round. Smithson Valley over New Braunfels, 56-21. Iowa Colony over Flower Bluff Marshall, 31-21. All right, and that's it. Let me check that Munster game real fast. I think, yeah, Munster beat Albany 56-14. Munster and Collinsville, that's a district rematch right there. It's going to be played at Denison's Munson Stadium. But that's cover one. We had a bunch of great games. We're looking forward to more great games coming up this week. Junction is getting Shiner down there in San Antonio. That's going to be fantastic year for the Junction Eagles to play as well as they're playing and to be beating teams that they're beating. I mean, they're not, this could be a state run. This could be state for Junction. For Wall, Canadian, they're in the way. They're not the same team they've been. Gunter is going to be a tough matchup maybe next week. Holiday's a really tough school to beat, though. So that's going to be another really, really good one. And at six-man, you've got Water Valley Whiteface, and it's just going to be – we have a bunch of good games next week. But for cover one, I'm James Bouligny. I got to send a huge shout-out to Ryan Chadwick, Nick Thompson, Paul Harris, Lucas Banda, Ernesto Rodriguez, Scott Menchaca, everybody for helping us out. Thank our scorekeepers for keeping us all up to date on our scores.